What's going on, everybody? A brand new episode of the Gaming Chitchat Show. I got a topic that has been highly requested for me to cover. It was a topic that has been brought up from time to time in discussions, and I don't blame them for asking. And it's, what is my all-time favorite gaming remakes? Now, don't get it twisted, yo. I'm not talking remasters, right? I'm not talking about cleaning up the colors, sharpening the game, putting it on a new system, putting it on next gen, repackaging the game. I'm talking about remakes from the ground up. What was that song? Dan and Shay? From the ground up. Now, this is going to be a list of my personal picks that I think they did a phenomenal job on that really changed the game, but also made it better. Now, there's tons more, but I had to refine it. So here's my picks. Okay, we're currently having like a hurricane over here. I don't know where this wind is coming from, but it's insane. It's like a cold front coming in. Resident Evil 2. Now, I could have put Resident Evil 3 in here also. Nemesis. Stars. I think they did a phenomenal job on that too. But Resident Evil 2 was mind-blowing. What they did to that game, it's like they made a brand new game out of an already classic without ruining it. Here's the thing. How do you change a game, a classic, without ruining it for the fan? That's hard, right? Resident Evil 2 got such great feedback, and I'm glad it did because it deserved it. Capcom just did a phenomenal job with Resident Evil 2. I think they also did with 3. Now, they just, it's like they made it a whole new experience with keeping the vibe and the classic feel of Resident Evil 2, but just making it so much better. Phenomenal game. Shadow of the Colossus, one of my favorite games. They built that game from the ground up. They just made a phenomenal game. Even better. I remember first putting that game on and I was like, wow, this looks really, really good. Here's one that you may not expect, but this is one that I used to play back in the day on my PC. It's funny because this game has been in beta and in development for so long that Valve actually took notice of it and made it like an official remake. Is Black Mesa. Now, Black Mesa is a remake of the Half-Life series. And it was like a fan, made kind of a thing. Black Mesa is insane. You could get it actually on Steam now. You could get it on the Steam Deck. That game is like a remake from the ground up. Really good. I remember playing that with my cousin that really didn't know a lot about Half-Life, but she was like, my cousin Balloompa. She was like, wow, what is this? I told her the history about it. And this was like when Black Mesa was in early development, like when it first came out to download. And she thought it was kind of cool with like the aliens and everything and just, the face expressions and so ahead of its time. And it looked really good on the PC that I had at the time. I don't remember what PC I had. I had so many. If it was one that I custom built or if it was like a Pentium, whatever. But yeah, Um, Demon Souls on the PS5. So this was one of the first PS5 games that I tried. I had to because it was like, Sean, as soon as you get your PS5, man, you got to try the Demon Souls. That was one that was like a brand new experience. I don't know what the heck they did to it. What was it, Blue Point? But they just did a phenomenal job um with Demon Souls. Demon Souls Demon Souls was always one of my favorite games. Um but the PS5 version, you know something, who would have thought that a remake of an older game would have been the showcase for the PS5? That's what Demon Souls became. It was like, yeah, I'm going to show off my PS5 with Demon Souls. Funny thing of it is I still do. Demon Souls is just a joy. It's a damn hard game. Frustrating game. It's one of the From Software hardest games. But the remake is just absolutely stunning. And Final Fantasy VII Remake. How could this not make anyone's list? Guys, this really should be number one. This is number 2 on my list, if you're counting, because we have one more to go. Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you want to talk about the definition of a remake versus a remaster, this is what you use. This is a game that is so built from the ground up. This is a completely its own experience. And if you're experiencing Final Fantasy VII for the first time, what a way to experience it in the new age, in the next gen. It looks absolutely stunning. It's jaw-droppingly gorgeous. The crazy thing is I always remember for its time the Final Fantasy games, no matter what system or what game you're playing, for its time was always beautiful. I always remember Final Fantasy 13 with their cutscenes. Even Lightning Returns always made my jaw drop. Lightning in particular. Was everybody what? But Final Fantasy VII Remake, Tifa? Oh my God. And number 1, coming in on the Murray and J08 list, The Last of Us Part 1. Oh my God, Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann, what are you guys doing over there? Wow. Yeah, seriously, great. I mean, you know, this game got a lot of crap, too, which is crazy. Oh my God, $70, blah, blah, blah. Did you see it? Did you play it? Did you compare it? Did you see those side-by-side frames of Tess and freaking original Tess and freaking Joel and original Joel and like, oh my God. Like they showed a scene with Ellie and it was like, yeah, this is not a remaster. I mean, yeah, it's not on the same level as a lot of other, remakes per se, but The Last of Us, one of my all-time favorite games. I'm going to play it 1,000 times if I can. I'm waiting for the PC version. And yeah, a phenomenal version of the game on the PlayStation 5. Just stunning to look at. Great use of the dual sense. And yeah, that's my list of greatest remakes. Guys, what do you think? What are some of your favorite remakes? All right, here's a list. Maybe we'll do this on a future gaming chit-chat show. What are some remakes that we would like to see in the future? I'm going to work on that list. All right, like a wish list of what we hope to see the day of light someday. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot. We could go crazy with this, but we'll have fun with it. Take care, guys. Until the next gaming chit chat show, I'll be seeing you.